Hello everyone, this is Sagar, and thank you so much for my first video. The response on the first video was good, and there were some comments which were really good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, and I'm looking forward for more support over the coming on over the coming time. So let's talk about let's start with today's topic, and like millions of you, I was also following the CJP protest and NEET paper leak protest, where I consider uh, a former education minister Dharmendra Pradhan has resigning from the cabinet of the government, and a new education minister has been established. I consider this as a great victory for the students, for the democratic system, and this should be the actual democratic system should work like this. From last 10 to 12 years, we can see that government was ignorant to the many people's problems, issues, and they were trying to create a pseudo atrocity in the society, where the government was elected by the people, but they were not talking to the people or their concerns over the people. Though may they have their own pathway for the developed India, but at the same time, you cannot look for the people, take people for the granted. And so I think this victory was great, and it was a win for the democratic system as well as the people of the India and the students. And we need to make sure that government should work for our benefits and not only for their own agendas. At the same time, I also another opinion on the CJP protest at Jantar Mantar. To be honest, very brutal. To be honest, the guy came somewhere from the USA and start protest at Jantar Mantar, and from nowhere he is getting funds for the campaigns, foods, PR, heavy PR agencies to promote his agendas. I don't think this was organic, and we should accept this fact, this kind of facts. There will be no documents, there will be no proof, but you need to feel, and you need to analyze your own, that what is organic, which are genuine protest. And these guys are come from nowhere and getting heavy fundings. I believe there were many antisocial and anti national elements were present in this uh, protest. There were many political parties which were part of this one, for the photo shoots and to show that they were part of campaign and protest, and they are doing favoring for the students. But let's be honest, all political parties are same, all governments are same. So do not get into the trap of that one. And apart from that, there are many other issues in other states also, like Punjab, Kerala, where the paper leaks has happened recently, and there was a particular target. There was a particular target on the Dharmendra Pradhan from the BJP party. To be honest, I am not a supporter of BJP as well as or any other political party. But the kind of protest or campaign has been led by CJP. It was one-sided, where other sides were enjoying, and they themselves has come to the Jantar Mantar, ignoring their own uh, education minister in their own state. So this kind of draws a kind of conclusion that this was not organic, and it was mainly targeting to the BJP and Hindu society, because there were many comments on the protest where and Hindu sentiments were hurt on the CJP stage. So we need to really think where we are heading towards, and how I would like to take this opportunity also to speak with the younger generations. I am also from the young generation only, but the people who are from more younger side, because I don't follow social media too much. I use 5 to 10 minutes or whenever I have little bit of time. So the people, let's talk about in modern terms Gen Z only. So when I'm speaking to Gen Zs, I would really wanted to, make a very comment, or it will be very brutal, and I will be very honest that during the protest, your protest was been hijacked, and you were not prepared. To be on my own analysis, I will say that your critical thinking, your aptitude, your intelligence were extremely low, because 5 or 10 seconds of reel should not decide your political opinion or country's opinion or the mindset where country protest is happening. So before you know coming to any uh, conclusion from the reels, you really need to start reading. You need to do your own analysis, critical thinking. Don't be just like a pawn to anyone, or it's kind of deep, extremely low level of slavery is to the slavery on the hands of PR agencies or the political parties. So my humble request is to changes that get get the things analyzed first and then come to the conclusion, not randomly posting stories on the social medias without verifying the news, or without waiting for the proper response from the people or news agencies which are proper news agencies. So I'm I'm sure that over the period of time, the people will, students or changes will become more mature and more responsible. But this is not the right time, to fall into the fall or trap into the hands of political parties or Western powers. You should you should be honestly seeing, last 5 to 10 months of duration of India. You see, there were massive protests against the BJP government, and the welfare of the all the welfare schemes against which were trying government is trying to put get into the parliament. Everything is getting opposed, and there are Western powers which are involved. There is no document or proof, but you need to and just feel it what is happening wrong in the society. So my humble request is, be very vigilant. uh, Develop yourself in such a way that no one should make a fool out of you and take advantage of you. It is not right thing to get pawn or slavery, as we have already got the independence on 1947. So yeah, there is no point of getting slavery again. So let's see how it goes, but be extra vigilant and try to put the pressure in a right way, in a democratic way, and do not let anyone hijack your opinion, your thoughts. Develop your own critical thinking. That is what I can say to you today. And let's follow closely what is going to happen next in Punjab and Kerala with their education minister. I really think that we should be, uh, uh, we should be really get things done while, in a democratic way, where we should also demand their resignation, like we did for the center government. This will assure that we are all on the same page, and we have the progressive mindset for the India. So that's all from this side. And if you like my video, please do share and like and subscribe. I will come back on the next topic. I believe there is one more. There are 1 to 2 campaigns again happening across the India, and we need to be very mindful. And those will be on E20 ethanol, and another is no reservation Andolan. So we need to closely monitor those things. Let's see how it goes, and I will discuss with you on this topic more. Thank you so much.